Good morning, folks. How are you doing? Today is February 13th, 2024. That is Gabby. Yes. Hi, Gabby. What? What are you doing? This is my CGI generated cat. The CGI guys are just messing with me right now. I'm not really petting the cat. Oh, good cat. Good. Oh, here I'm sorry. I didn't know where the CGI cat was. Don't pee on anything. Don't do it. It will not end well for you. Gabby is a female sprayer. It won't end well, Gabby. Especially not if you pee on that. That's really not a good thing. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to make a couple short videos for you today because I want these things to be concise so that you can get what you need and move on. Yeah, so much for that. So much for that concise video idea, right, Gabby? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm watching you. Don't do it. I wonder if Brian Williams has to put up with this. Or the great Jimmy Dore. I'm going to talk about a couple of things. Oh, God damn it. She's going to spray on something while I'm making this fucking video. I know she is. Oh, my God. Not that. No. Oh, God, Jesus. Okay, sorry. I'm focused again. She's going to spray on something. I just know she is. While I'm making this video, that would be perfect. That would be just perfect. Talk about Gaza. I posted a bunch of stuff on my website. Yeah, I'll show you that real quick. This morning and the last couple of days. No. Don't spray on that. Okay. I posted a lot of stuff on my website the last couple of days, and some of these things we'll talk about in the next videos. This one, however, I do want to remind folks, I told you guys that big business is about done with this shit. I showed you the other day where Moody's had downgraded for the first time ever Israel's fucking credit rating. And now the IMF and World Bank, as of yesterday, February the 12th, warned that the Gaza war, Red Sea attacks are imperiling the global economy. Once you start messing with their money, they don't give a fuck how Zionist you are. They want something done about it. And they are letting people know. We'll talk about this attack. We'll talk about a number of other things in the next two short videos. However, in this one, I want to talk about something that I was having a conversation with, again, on BB yesterday. And we talked about, she mentioned the fact that, according to polls, there are a number of people in Israel. In fact, the majority of people in Israel believe that the only way to protect themselves from the quote-unquote orcs on the other side of this chain link fence is to completely do away with Hamas. Ergo, follow along with Bibi Netanyahu's plan. That's what the polls suggest. I would like to suggest that there's another way. And in fact, the way that they are suggesting, even according to others, insiders, politicians, writers in fucking Israel, that original fucking plan to do away with Hamas, to be protected from another October the 7th, is foolish. It's a pipe dream. It cannot and will not happen. Here's the thing. What they are suggesting is that the Israeli population no longer has faith in the IDF and their intelligence agencies, mainly Shin Bet and Mossad, they no longer have faith that these institutions can protect them from the Palestinians on the other side of the fence. And so they think the only way to be safe in the future is to go ahead and completely let the IDF wipe out all these people in Gaza. To take Gaza, take that last bit of Palestine that isn't occupied, and turn it into Israel and wipe Palestine officially off the map once and for all. That's the only way they'll be safe. According to people inside and insiders inside, some former Israeli intelligence agents, some former military, that's a foolish plan, because that can't happen, and it won't ever happen. I would like to recommend a different course of action, one that will provide actual security and safety and comfort for the people of Israel. And that policy, that plan, is very simple. Get rid of Bibi Netanyahu, get rid of the Likudniks, get rid of fucking the Jewish Power Party, get rid of the far, far right Zionists who are in charge right now, hold a vote of no confidence with the people in Israel, get them out of office, and elect people who will do what the rest of the world recommends, and that is recognize Palestine as a state and normalize relations with them. I offer you three nations who share borders with Israel, much like Palestine does. And we're going to offer these up, and I want you to consider what's different about their relationship with Israel. None of these three nations I'm going to mention, Egypt, Jordan, and Lebanon, none of them pose a threat to the Israeli people to commit an October the 7th type invasion and assault on Israeli soil. None of them. With the exception of Hezbollah, but they're only doing it because of what's happening in Palestine and Gaza right now. None of them. They basically live in harmony with Egypt, with Israel. Egypt does, Jordan does, Lebanon does. All are Muslim nations, Muslim states. How is that possible? Well, it's very simple. Israel recognizes the border between Israel and these three nations. Israel does not routinely invade, attack, kill, bomb, kidnap, and then torture their residents. Israel doesn't blockade them from doing business internationally with other nations. Israel isn't in the process of trying to steal their fucking land. That's why they can, provided this thing ends in fucking Gaza, they can, in fact, live in peace and harmony with their neighbor, Israel. Israel can live in peace and harmony with their neighbors in Egypt and Jordan and Lebanon, provided this thing in Gaza ends. This is a simple fact. If you want peace, if you want security, then what you do is you act accordingly. If you keep 2 million people trapped up, locked up, imprisoned in the world's largest ghetto that ever existed, then you can expect problematic incidents like what happened on October the 7th. If you don't, then You don't. How difficult is that to understand? It isn't. Israel doesn't get along ideologically with Jordan or with Egypt most of the time, or with fucking Lebanon, certainly all the time. However, if you treat each other with fucking mutual respect, you haven't got to worry. The citizens of Israel don't have to worry about an October the 7th attack. And that's a fact. But the media, because they're also controlled, owned by Zionists, who have a financial interest in the wealth of possibilities that will present themselves when Israel gets to steal all the land in Gaza. They are told, they are presented one idea and one idea only. The only way to keep Hamas from attacking us again is to destroy all of Hamas. No. That is a fallacy. You are forgetting the other possibility, which of course the Zionists, in their politics, in their policing, in their local politics, in their media, the Zionists won't have anybody discuss that potential possibility. In fact, if you start to rally or have fucking demonstrations about that possibility, they will come in there and bust your fucking head open and drag you off to an Israeli jail. And they said as much on 3 days after October the 7th. They said as much in a public announcement to all Israelis. If you question what we do, if you question what we're doing in bombing fucking Gaza, then you are a fucking Palestinian. We'll come and bust your head open, put you on a bus, and take you and drop you off in Gaza. Because you might as well be one of them. And so Israelis are scared to speak out. People say, Scott, 90% of Israelis are all on board with this. That's bullshit. They say, well, show me the fucking writings, show me the fucking demonstrations. There are none. There are none. You know why? Because if you write about it in support of a ceasefire in Israel, they will come and fucking arrest you. The only democracy in the Middle East, they will arrest you. Because this is the Zionists' one fucking chance. This is it. They will not get another. And they know how feeble this opportunity of theirs is. And they will do everything they can to defend it. This is their little fucking seedling that they've been waiting for all this time. To steal the fucking land in Gaza. And keep the slaves, the Palestinian slaves, in their concentration camps in the West Bank, making money for Israeli businesses. That's what they are. Let's just call it what it is. They're running a ghetto in fucking Gaza and concentration camps in the West Bank. And they are terrified. They are terrified that international pressure is going to interfere with their grand scheme, their grand plan to eventually wipe all of Palestine off the map once and for all. So they have convinced their population that the only fucking way for them to ever feel safe again, because of their own fucking shortcomings, the IDF, the intelligence agencies, we've talked about those before. They knew something like this was going to happen, and they disregarded it. They said it's impossible. They said those orcs on the other side of the fence would never have the balls to do it and could never organize something this well. So they dismissed it. However, here we are. Here we are. There is a solution. There is a way to make people in Israel feel safe again. You can remove the threat by killing them, by committing genocide, by killing more children and more women. They're up to 28,000 now. How many do they need to do to get to domesticate 2 million people? Yeah, you can do it that way. You can wipe them off the map. That's one way to do it. Of course, you're going to anger Muslims for forever throughout the rest of the world. But that's, hey, fuck it, short-sighted. Zionists aren't what you call really long-term thinkers. They just want this. They covet what they see now. Let somebody else worry about it. We'll put our fucking businesses in fucking Gaza. We'll put our fucking resorts and our gambling casinos on the fucking beach. We'll make our fucking money now. Let somebody else worry about Muslims being pissed off at what we're doing in the future. They don't care. They have security. They have armored fucking SUVs. They don't care. You can do that, or you can enter into a peaceful agreement, a peace accord. You can recognize the borders, a la June 1967, the Green Line borders. You can get your fucking businesses and your fucking Zionist settlers the fuck out of the West Bank. You can stop at the bullshit blockades. You can recognize the Green Line borders that the rest of the world has recognized since 1967. And you can try to put this behind you and come to terms with living with another neighbor, just like you live with Lebanon, Jordan, and Egypt. The only trouble is the Zionists don't want that. And they don't care how many fucking IDF soldiers die. They don't care how many hostages die. They don't care how many children who've done nothing to anybody die in fucking Gaza. They don't care how many fucking Muslim nations will rise up against Israel because they just see that fucking land that they covet. You can take Timshel. It's thou mayest. The people of Israel have a choice to make. You can take the way of peace, or you can take the way of fucking savage, rabid Zionists. But there are two ways, two paths to security in Israel. Not one.